Personality Check, a one-on-one conversation with myself, with Jesse Johnson. Today on our show, we're going to be talking to author of BLACKOUT, the African American Appreciation of Art. We're going to go into an in-depth conversation, basically going to be talking about understanding the elements and the principles that make art. I'm Jesse Johnson, so I want you to all welcome the author, Jesse Johnson. Thank you. It's nice to be here. I appreciate you having me here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, Jesse, what inspired you to write this book? I wrote the book because most of the books I teach out of, I'm a teacher for Ivy Tech Community College, and I teach art. I've taught art appreciation class, and in the books that I teach out of, most of it don't have a real good representation of us. I get that. If you look at some of my paintings, like the cover of the book, the image has people swaying and dancing, sort of like an abstract move, but those moves you can actually create. It's when I'm way out of the way. If my head's all the way over there, but my body's all the way over here, to elongate it, then that would be abstract. So I love abstract. I love the imagery in the book. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Your book is so relatable. Talk a little something about that. The art we see today and in our past derived from Africa, but yet we are rarely represented in those books. So I decided to create a book that has nothing but black art in it. That's an interesting story. Might I say you look very dapper today. And you look like you. What? Huh? What do you mean? Now, I noticed that in the book, as I was reading it, it seems to talk about your personal life as well. Can you elaborate on that for a little while? The book is filled with scriptures to kind of balance out my life because of the street life I was living, and I had to change the aspect of how I choose to live. And so scriptures balanced me out because I was going nowhere fast. There's an old song that says, "Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me." Power to the people. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. This is a long overdue book, and I appreciate you writing it, brother. Right on. I find it intriguing to read. I am a self-taught and self-made artist because of the talents God has given me. The Bible says, and he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers. That's Ephesians 4:11. But you also continue to say, although it doesn't say artists, it is part of a continuation of all the other talents that are out there that God has given us. Can you speak on that? My artistic view and creativeness comes from the talent God has given me. Martin Luther King once said, "Don't judge me for the color of my skin, but the content of my character." That's interesting. If you notice, I have a couple of paintings in the book, like Ferguson, the New Selma. Ferguson, the New Selma, for me, it is a representation of the movie Selma, and what happened in Selma seems like it happened in Ferguson, although the storyline is different, but yet it reminds you of something of Selma. It was a movie that Oprah Winfrey had a part in, and that's why I created the painting. In the painting, you will see a Martin Luther King Jr. Oprah is laying out, and so Martin Luther King Jr. and Fat Albert is actually holding her up, and Malcolm X is running to the rescue to help out, while Barack Obama sits in the corner with his hands up with the college student. Because Barack Obama once said that Trayvon Martin could have been him. So overall, I did that painting in the likeness of how I wanted to see it, and then I titled it Ferguson, the New Selma. Thank you. You have a lot of shows you actually want to be on. Some of the shows I would like to see myself on is one, Oprah Winfrey. Oh, Oprah Winfrey, yeah, she's one of my favorites too. I also like Jimmy Fallon, he's hilarious. There's a lot of places I would love to show and present my work, yeah. I've exhibited a lot of my artwork in a lot of different galleries. South Shore Arts in Indiana owns a gallery called Substation 9, and I presented my work there before, and solo shows and group shows. We once had a gallery called Best Art Exposure, my wife and I. We still have it, it's online. Eventually we'll get back to open it back up, but yeah, that's it. So where could one get this book? If you would like to purchase my book, please go to Amazon.com and purchase the book Blackout, The African American Appreciation of Art. Now, it's on sale for $89.99 up until Christmas. The regular price is $129.99. The suggested price was $299. But you got to remember, it's all color. It's 200 pages. And all we know when we go to print out color at like Office Depot or one of those places, color could cost $1, to $1.10. So 200 pages, that's over 200 bucks already. Here you have beautiful artwork and detail. You have some stories from the author. How many other artists do you have in your book? It has 18 to 19 other black artists' works in it. And it's amazing, yeah. You won't be sorry if you go get this book. It's very intriguing. Listen, go online to Amazon.com and order the book Blackout, The African American Appreciation of Art by Jesse Johnson. That's Jesse, no I, Jesse. Or on the back, let me tell you, the ISBN number is 978-151-3654-898. And order yours today. It's on special. It's $129.99, but it's on sale for only $89.99. And why don't you try to attend one of his his book signings? One of the book signings is in Maryville at the library in Indiana, December the 7th from 1 to 4. That would do it for us for Personality Check, a self-exploitation. Thank you for watching Personality Check, the interview that goes in depth and find out everything you need to know. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Johnson. We really appreciate you. And don't forget to go get the book. The book is titled Blackout, The African American Appreciation of Art by Jesse Johnson. That's Jesse, no I. I'm Jesse Johnson.